And we can talk all day long about employees and what they need to do, and all they hear is wonk, 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 Bonnie. Wonk, wonk. That's all they hear, right? Because they're not listening to you. They are busy defending themselves, either through fight or flight. Okay, so, and if we want to have a conversation about performance, or we've got to get this wall to come down, and the way we do that is we have to show respect, and we have to have a mutual goal, mutual purpose. So when people feel unsafe, conversations come to a halt. Now you know that from your kids. How many of you have kids? Okay, well, may I make a suggestion? Adults are just like little kids, but they're in bigger bodies. Is that true? That's exactly how it is. Okay, so here's what happens. If we go to flight, now this is taken from Crucial Conversations. Is anyone familiar with Crucial Conversations? Okay, well, Crucial Conversations is a great way of diagnosing behavior and trying to confront inappropriate behavior. But they call it silence and violence. It's the same as flight or fight. But what happens is when there's no safety, you'll see escalating behaviors. The first thing you'll see is masking. This is where somebody is non-confrontational, they don't like conflict, and so they try to get their message across sometimes in a passive or maybe even a passive-aggressive way. And so they'll do things like, oh, I just think that's a brilliant idea you came up with, which really means that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. They don't want to say it, right? Or they'll mask and use sarcasm. Oh, I remember we hired a CFO one time, and he and I did not get along. I'm sure it was all his fault, so it wasn't him that had me. Anyway, he left the company. Yay! Anyway, about a year later, they announced that he was coming back. And I went, oh, I am so happy that Bob is coming back. And everybody, all right? So that was masking. I was kind of covering up what I was really feeling. Anyway, we ended up being buds at the end, but it was a long trip. The next thing that happens is avoiding. So if I don't like confrontation, the next thing is going to happen. Now these are escalating. So if I don't get my needs met at the first level, I'm going to escalate to the next level, to the next level. So avoiding is where I'll maybe tune out of a conversation, or I won't come to a meeting, or I'll stand you up for a performance review, or I will just see so-and-so coming down the hallway, man, I'm going this way. Yeah, people that do that. My friend is a mediator. She said it's amazing. Some people have worked together for 20 years and they've never spoken a word. They go different hallways, so they don't have to see each other. Okay, the last one then is radio silence. This is where nobody's talking. And the example I have for that is I worked for a company in Southern California, and they had an employee who was not performing well. And so what they did is they said, we need to have a conversation about your performance. So how about at 10 o'clock in the morning, you come into our office and we'll just have a little chat. Well, about 9:30 in the morning, we have a slip and fall, no witnesses. Ambulance has to come take her away. She never did come back to work. She's probably still on disability, and that's been 10 years ago, right? You have people like that. They don't want to talk. They don't want to have a confrontation of any kind, and so they just totally go into withdrawal. Okay,